Hi everyone, it's Estelle, the budgeting introvert, and today I am going to budget my upcoming paycheck. It is my last paycheck for the month of March. I'm sorry you didn't get to see me do my first budget for that paycheck, but this is something new that I'm introducing, and we can talk more about it as we go into it. I'm also going to pay off some IOUs, if you remember my last video, and complete one section of a savings challenge that I started last time. So if you're interested to see my budget book, see me pay off IOUs, or complete a savings challenge, stick around and we'll get right into it. So, how is everyone doing today? I hope, your day went well. You might be seeing this video today, which is Thursday, or I might put it up on Friday. I'm not sure. We'll see in the editing process. But for now, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much to those of you who have continued to support me in my journey. It means so much to me. I make these videos to, give myself accountability and to also be in a community that we all share the same goal. And that's financial literacy, financial knowledge, financial freedom, all of the above. So thank you to those who have subscribed and left, such great comments. To my new subscribers, welcome. My name is Estelle, as I introduced before. I am the budgeting introvert, and I'm new to this journey here, and I hope you stick around and you like what you see. I do cash stuffings. I have 100 envelope challenges, my binders, everything, and I hope some of it interests you. And if so, stick around. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button and follow. I appreciate it. Either way, thank you for checking out my video. So this is my budget book. It's from Taylor Budgets. I got it last year, and I've been using it, steadily, for, the time that I've had it. And I love it. This is how I stay on track with everything. And I break it down by paycheck. I'll, try to zoom you guys in here as much as I can so you guys can see. So it's paycheck breakdown, and I'm just gonna go over this particular paycheck. For the month of April, I'll, introduce you to the other parts of the book, the calendar. There's the monthly breakdown. So there's a lot to this book, but for right now, we're just gonna focus on this area. So let's just jump into it and let's get started. So March rollover, I'm not a zero-based budgeter, at least not yet. I need a buffer. I know a lot of zero-based budgeters say, you should make all of your money go somewhere, and I 100% agree with that, but at this stage in my life, just getting acclimated to saving and finance, I'm more comfortable with having a buffer in case something happens and I need extra money. This buffer, you guys might be zoomed in a little too much, sorry. This buffer saved me when my car needed new tires and a new battery, and I didn't have enough saved up in my car maintenance because I just started that envelope. So I think I only had $70 in there at the time. And, $70 is not going to get you new tires for a car and a new battery. And this all happened within the same week. So this buffer saved me. So that's why I'm keen to hold on to the buffer, but I do hope to eventually go to a zero-based budget. So right now for March rollover, I have $300 budgeted to roll over from my last paycheck. And that's after all bills and everything have been paid. For my paycheck, I'm not going to put how much I make. I do have some people who I know and work with that watch these videos, and I don't want them to know that. But that's where that will go. Uh, Coming up at the end of the month is my gas bill. That's $33.85 for gas, which it fluctuates. Sometimes it's 36, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 25. It just depends. I mean, I budget for it either way. I always budget 36 out of habit, and if it's or 30, and until I get my notification that tells me exactly how much it is, but it's $33.85. That's what it was last time, and that's what it is this time, so I'm happy for that. My rent is $1,385.77. I live, for those of you who don't know, I live in Vegas. It's just me, no wife, no way, no kids, no kids, no husband. I'd be the wife, but no husband, no kids, and just my cat. And it's a 2-bed, 2-bath that I pay for. And if you look at prices here, this is very affordable. This includes my rent, my pet fee, and utilities, water, trash, sewer. All of that is enclosed in this fee. So this is what I pay. And I just got notice today that my rent is actually going up an extra $110. I'm not too thrilled about that, but I know in the market, living in an apartment, that's still not too bad. So it's just going to take me budgeting and preparing for this increase when it happens. I'm still a couple months away from when this will change, but that's what budgeting is for. So I will prepare myself for this. I have my Wi-Fi also coming out on the 1st. This is all on the 1st here of April. That's $50. And then on my car insurance, I'm with AAA for my car insurance, and this is how much it costs, $151.23, which is cheaper than the almost $250 I was paying with a different company. So the way my budget paycheck goes is this paycheck that I'm going to get tomorrow, you see the date, covers these items. So it has to cover my rent, my Wi-Fi, and my car insurance. That's how I break down the bill, not total of every single bill that I have, but what this paycheck is used for. So this is right here what this paycheck will be used for as far as bills are concerned. Then I have my daily spending. Groceries, I give myself $90. Pet care, that's my cat. That covers anything she might need. That's $40. Gas, I give myself $50 because I do go to the office a lot. I'm there usually sometimes 4 days a week, sometimes 5 days a week. It just depends. Household, I give myself $30. Toiletries, $15. TBI, that's the budgeting introvert, so I give myself $30. Dining out, I did give myself $40 last time. I dropped it down to $30. And then coffee, I usually give $10, but I decided to give myself $15. This right here, you'll probably see in a video tomorrow because that's when I'm gonna go to the bank and I'll be able to create a video of me cash stuffing, and this is the amount that you should see. Next is my American Express. I did a couple purchases. The biggest one, honestly, was my apartment complex, you have to do renter's insurance. And normally I pay month to month for a lot of things, but I'm trying to break that habit and pay for things for the entire year. I was able to do that with a couple of my subscriptions, and now I was able to do it with my renter's insurance. So I paid for the entire year. So I don't have to do this again until next year, 2025. And then I bought a sweatshirt and something else. So total is $374.46. I am paying this entire amount tomorrow. Credit cards and I have a very love-hate relationship. Mostly hate for a while. I hated them, but I needed them because, credit cards are easy. Anyone who, excuse me, Sorry about that. Anyone who has a credit card knows, it's the easiest thing in the world. You swipe and go. You don't even have to think about it. And I did that for a while, swipe and go, to the point that, I owed a lot of money on credit cards, and I'd pay the minimum balance, and I didn't really understand credit cards. I just didn't. The way I am now, I'm much better. I was able to get a lot of increases to my limit. And if you follow me on Instagram, I have an Instagram account under the same name, The Budgeting Introvert. If you don't, go on over, click the button, follow. Cheap plug, I know. But I just recently got an increase to my credit card. They bumped it up to 4,000. And I know for some people, 4,000, that's nothing. Maybe you have a credit limit of 20 grand, But for someone like me who always went over the limit, or, did monthly payments, just really didn't understand how to use a credit card, knowing that they have seen my accomplishments since I started this journey back in August of last year, for them to see, they've bumped my increase up 2 times. That's the second time they've bumped it up, actually. And I'm honored for that. And I don't want to betray the trust they have in me and the progress that I've made. So I am doing what you should do with credit cards, and that is pay the entire balance monthly. That, or, don't use it as much. So I am paying this entire amount. I have a few credit cards and store cards as well, and they all have a 0 balance, with the exception of one. And I want to have you guys give me your opinion on that one. I have a card that, I pay my subscriptions on: Netflix, Hulu, Peacock. That's how I watch my shows. I don't have cable. And I kind of prepay that card. What do you mean prepaid? I mean, the balance on it's 0. I pay $40, 41 or something, to the account. And then when stuff gets taken off, it deducts from the card until it goes back to a 0 balance. I know it's weird. I don't think I've ever seen someone prepay a credit card before. But it works for me, because then I don't have to go back in and remember, I forgot to pay for that, because I already paid for it in the front end. So I don't know if you ever heard of anything like that, prepaying a credit card, paying beforehand, before it comes out. I don't know. That's just how I do it. And I mean, they haven't said anything to me yet. So that is what I do. But let me know what's your relationship with credit cards? Do you use them seldomly? Have you used them in the past and it worked for the best? It didn't work out, so you chop them up now, so you don't use them, you just use cash. I mainly use cash, but there are times when I do use the card, but I make sure to pay off the entire balance before, the statement, before it closes, or before the statement, I should say. That way, I'm clear, and it will reflect a 0 balance and get my credit score to continue to go up, which it's gone up pretty well lately. Maybe I'll introduce that too. I know that's one of those personal things, but to me, this financial journey is very personal. Just talking about all of this is not easy to do, and it takes a lot of courage. And I never would have thought a person like me, a person who doesn't speak much to anyone, would sit here and talk about these things. But I know that, I'm not the only one dealing with this. It may not be 100% the same. All of our situations are different, but we all have our ups and downs. And sometimes you need to see someone's down to understand how you yourself can get up. And if seeing my down gets you to say, you know what, this is what I need to do, then kudos to you. I at least am glad that, my story and my journey can help somebody, because quite frankly, it's helping me. Okay, enough of that before I start crying. So my sister, I budget $45 for her. I help her out. She sometimes needs extra money, and I'm in a position where I can put some money aside for her. So I do that. I used to take this out. She doesn't live here. She lives in another state. And I would just, send her the money electronically, which is what I currently do. But I would take the money out, she'd request it, I'd send it to her, then I would deposit it back. But I'm starting to leave it in the bank account, still budget for it, and I can just send it that way. As long as it's in the budget, then it's okay. Finally, I have my chapter challenge. If you guys have seen my channel for any length of time, you know what this is. I'm budgeting $55 for it. My funcation, that's what I call it, not vacation. No, we don't have no vacations here. We have funcations. You have fun. That's it. So funcation gets 180. The thing to know about the funcation, number one, it has its own binder. So just give me a second here. I'll show you. Let me just move some things around. It's this binder here. It has funcation. You might not be able to see. I think the U is missing. But it's seashells. It's fun. This is what I'm going to use when I, take my upcoming trip in May. For my 40th birthday, I am taking a cruise to Alaska. And I hope to bring you guys on that journey with me. You may not want to see the whole video. I'm not going to post tons of video, but I mean, budgeting paid for that trip. So the best thing I can do is show you guys this trip because, that I would never have been able to pay for it if I wasn't budgeting. So that's what that is. And then my emergency fund is $200. That, if you guys remember from my last video that I showed you, was this emergency fund here, where my goal is, $5,050 using the 100 envelope challenge. Now, these two amounts here automatically get taken out of my account. I never see these two. They get sent to my high yield savings account, so I never see them. I don't miss them when they're gone because I never had them to begin with. When my paycheck hits tomorrow, which is Friday, this will already be gone. So it's out of sight, out of mind. And then I'm gonna take an extra 32 out to do some savings challenges. So I hope that gives you at least a little bit of an understanding into how I do things. The only thing I have left to do is my denomination setup. I haven't written it out yet how I want it, but I can do that pretty quickly. I might speed you guys up because you may not want to see me jotting and writing and all of that. That may not be exciting for any of you, but you guys will see the finished part at the end. So just bear with me. I have to turn the book because I'm left-handed and that's just the best way for me to write. So just give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to total it down here on the bottom. So, this is how much I'm going to be taking out. I hope the numbers add up. I tried to add it. That's what was taking me so long. I should have done this beforehand, but, I was like, that's okay. But you know what? You guys have watched my videos in the past. I cannot do math. Math was never my strong point. Reading? Oh, I can do that all day in my sleep. But you put some math problems in front of me, and I'm like, 1 + 1 = what? What? I don't know math. What are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. It's just funny. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I just have 2 of those. So somewhere around here, I did something wrong. So let's see. I'll probably speed you up so I can, figure this out. Or I might just do it off camera and edit it to see where I went wrong. If you guys see where I went wrong, please feel free to tell me in the comments. It's okay. This is my first time doing this. And, so, if you guys see where I went wrong, feel free to tell me. It won't hurt my feelings if you tell me, you know what, you suck at doing math. It's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know what? I'll figure it out off camera because I cannot figure it out. But I will do better next time. It was my first time doing it. I hope it at least gave you an understanding of how I break things down. But in April, I will do a better job. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. Now I'm going to move this book to the side. And I'm going to bring out the cash tray. And open it up. And count some money. So here's what we have for my IOUs in the challenge. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So let's put the 5s away. I hope this at least gives you guys a little insight into me and my finance. I know I'm not perfect at this. I'm sure there are other people who, are more eloquently speaking than I am. And, but I'm learning. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm proud I've gotten this far. And, I'm going to get there. Trust me, I'm going to get there. So first thing I want to do is pay off my IOUs. So if you remember in the last video for Care Bears, I owed $4. So let's pay that out. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I really love playing Care Bears. Care Bears is just my favorite overall. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So that's Care Bears. Yeah, I'm not playing the game yet. I'm saving for that in a different video. This is just, let's pay what you owe. And I owed, so I paid. Okay. Next up that had an IOU was my Dragon Ball Z game. I owed $2. So let's pay what I owe. So it was 10, we'll get 11, and 12. So 10, 11, 12. Let's pay it. And that one is paid off. And Puzzle Pieces didn't have an IOU, thank goodness. So I'm going to have to say I'm finished with my IOUs. In my next video, I might even show, my emergency funds. There isn't cash in here. I use these vellum, placeholders. I got this from the Still Trying Mama, and I love them. Beautifully done. So this is what I use in the place of cash. So maybe I'll show you where I am at with this. I am so excited actually to show you because, I am close to this goal. And you'll see when I show it to you, maybe in the next video. So that one's finished. So now we're going to bring out the Savings Sandwich Challenge from the Poor Owl Shop. I love this challenge. Hold on, let me grab, because I know I'm going to need it, marker. So if you've never seen this challenge, it's a savings challenge, again, from the Poor Owl Shop with multiple sections to complete with multiple amounts. And we're going to save a total of $4.50 when we're done. So, and this is the bookmark to tell me where I am. So I'm right here. I did, 2 lettuce. So it says, if you can't see it, it says get that lettuce, $5 for each icon. So let's finish this, shall we? I'm going to speed you up. Here we go. Okay, I'll probably color it better off camera, But you can see all the icons for the most part are colored in. Not the best coloring job, but I mean, hey, you can tell it's complete, or at least I'm about to complete it. Also, my cat's here, so say hi. Sorry guys, she's just jumping in the camera, so there she is. Say hi and bye. Sorry about this. Okay. So $5 for each icon, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, and 20. I know, my cat walking across is like so unprofessional, but you know what? I have fun here. You know, she likes to be nosy and get in my business, but I'm working, so she had to go. But you guys got to meet her, so 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. This section is complete. Get in there. There we go. So I'm going to open this up. Come on. Open sesame. And take out the bookmark. Move this over. And put the bookmark in. Now we're up to the second one, and it's called Ain't Got No Dill Pickle. And each one is $3 for each icon. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 icons. So we're gonna save $18 when we're done. Finished. Sorry, not done. Finished. So I'm going to do 2 icons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So before I put that in, let's color these pickles, shall we? Okay, so that is 2 icons colored in. So we are going to put in the $6. So we have 4 more icons to go, and then this one will be complete. So I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Allow me to say once again, thank you to everyone for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Leave a comment, like, I greatly appreciate it. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please head on over there. You'll see my post about my credit increase, which I'm so proud of. If you're on Instagram, check it out there. Also, you've met my cat. If you're curious to know, her name is a she. Her name is Isis. I know people, when I say her name, they think about a certain type of Isis, but it's not that one. I'm a fan of Egyptians, you know, pyramids, pharaohs, Nefertiti, the Nile, all of it, and I hope to go to Egypt one day. She's named after, I like Egypt. I like things about gods, Hercules, all of that. You know, I'm a fan of everything. And, you know, she's named after, you know, Isis, which, you know, is one of the most popular when it came to gods and goddesses. That's who I named her for, if anyone's curious. But, yeah. Okay, so that challenge is complete. The cash tray is empty, so let's close the door. And that's where we'll end this video. I hope this video allowed you to learn a little bit more about me, my budgeting habits. I know I messed up a lot, but I still hope that you stick around and I will get better and improve. That's all I can do is go up. It just takes a few times for me to stumble, but I hope you're there to walk with me when I'm taking these steps. So please have a great day. I hope to see you all in the next video. Talk to you all later. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.